in wind energy. We have enough reserves to generate sufficient energy to drive our industrialization, our manufacturing, and our technology progression. Tunaelewana? That is why we have said, as a country, in the next 5 to 7 years, we must generate 10,000 megawatts of energy, and we must have the resources to do it. Number two, we have also said, for us to move Kenya to the next level, we must stop living on the edge. It is a big shame that 60-something years after independence, we are still importing food into Kenya. For your information, we still import 500 billion of food into Kenya. Mahindi, tuna import. Wheat, we import. Rice, we are importing. Edible oil, we are importing. I don't know what we are importing. It's a big shame. And that is why we have said we need to transform our agriculture. The biggest potential we have today in agriculture is in our arid and semi-arid areas. That is the place where we have the most land. Galana Kulalu is an example. Many of the other areas is an example. That's why we have said we must build 50 mega dams, 200 medium-sized dams, and close to 1,000 other micro dams. Why? So that we can bring 2.5 million acres, additional million acres, into production. With 2.5 million acres under irrigation and modern infrastructure, we will not only stop importing food, because, and you know, if we stop importing food, we immediately, save 500 billion shillings we use to import food into Kenya. And number two, we can now export more into the world, into the region, and globally. That is why we are undertaking that we are going to do this, and we want to begin that process. We have dams that have been in our books forever. It is time to actualize those dams. And then number three, we have said we cannot develop Kenya without infrastructure. We must have roads, we must have a railway, we must have an airport, we must develop our seaports. And we have the mechanism to do it. That is why we have mapped out, as I talk to you, we are mapping out an extra 28,000 kilometers. We want to make sure that we connect Kenya. We are mapping out 2,500 kilometers of dual carriageway. And we are mapping out a new airport and the new airport, for your information, will begin before June this year, here in Nairobi. Tunaelewana? We want to modernize our seaports. The whole of that plan will require another 3 enablers, which I want to tell you. Number one, education. We must fund education properly. And we must put more money in science, research, and technology. And that is why we are saying we are moving our budget to 2% of GDP for us to be able to have the highest quality of professional human capital that is going to support our journey into the first world. That is what other countries did. Number two, we must secure our country. We must make sure that there is security in every part of the Republic of Kenya. That is why we are investing resources in securing the country. And we are going to work together with you. How are we going to finance this project? We have told you this project is going to cost 5 trillion Kenya shillings. Mnasikia? It's going to cost how much? 5 trillion. Na hiyo kitu hiyo ni pesa tutapata. Don't relax. Hii pesa iko. Yes. Wakati tulisema tutafanya affordable housing, watu walitupiga makelele. Zakayo sijui nini. Leo contracts we have signed for affordable housing is 600 billion shillings of contracts in affordable housing, in our markets and in our hostels. Kama ni pesa 600 billion tungeenda kukopa kwa IMF, tungekaa huko 10 years. Tukipiga magoti, simama, pinduka, enda pande hii. Lakini this is our own money. Nyinyi mnanielewa? So this 5 trillion watu wanasema hii ni wazimu. Well, inakaa kama wazimu, lakini we are going to deliver on it. How are we going to finance this 5 trillion? Tayari, for your information, tulikubaliana ya kwamba we are going to have alternative sources of revenue for us to finance our plan. We are going to bring in innovation. We are going to think outside the box for us to be able to finance our infrastructure. Number one, we have grown our savings significantly, vile DP amesema. And we grew our savings intentionally. Why? Because every country that has developed, whether it is China, whether it is Singapore, whether it is Korea, they have grown their savings. There is no way you can grow if you consume everything that you earn. Let me give you a basic example. Sijiongei mambo makubwa. Basic example. Tanzania today has a bigger social security fund than Kenya. Yet Tanzania's economy is 60% of Kenya. Why? Because they made the decision on savings earlier than us. In Tanzania, you save by law 10% of your salary, 5% government saves on your behalf. In Kenya, we changed the law. In 2013, myself and Uhuru Kenyatta, we decided, because we sat down and we said, we need to change the law so that we don't remain backward when other countries are moving forward. We changed the law in 2013, ilienda kotini, kelele, siasa nini. But when I came into office, I straightened that. Today, everybody of us is paying 6% of their salary. The government or your employer is paying 6% for you, which is your money. We will get rid of old age poverty. Wale watu wanamaliza kazi wanaenda wanakufa kwa sababu hawana pension. We have gotten rid of that problem. Number two, we have built a big war chest for our development. Vile mulisikia, for 60 years, we had saved 312 billion shillings. For 60 years, pale NSSF. Kwa sababu tulikuwa tunasave shilingi 200 kila mwezi. When we changed the law, in 2 years, we have doubled what we saved in 60 years. Just in 2 years. Today at NSSF, we have 670 billion shillings. By next year, 2027, we will have 1 trillion shillings at NSSF. Tell me what's going to happen in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years. In 10 years, we will not be borrowing money from China or any other country for that matter. We will be using our own savings to drive our development. That is what transformation looks like, friends. Nyinyi mnanielewa? That's what transformation looks like. And just for your information, that is how other countries have moved forward. Today, because Tanzania has a bigger social security fund, nilialikwa ati niende hapa hill. Imagine Tanzania, a smaller economy. Wako na pesa mingi mpaka wanakuja kununua shamba hapa hill, wanajenga nyumba ya gorofa 29 floors hapa. Because they are investing, sisi tumelala. Bado tunalipa 200. Hiyo inaitwa ujinga. Ama? You can call it any other name, but that's what it is. So lazima tuachane na hiyo ujinga, sisi tusonge mbele. Tunaelewana jameni? Let us make the right decisions for this nation. And when we make the right decisions, we will see how Kenya is going to change. That is why you people seated here